We have another session of Lunch with Lorry and Lori. The purpose of these podcasts is to help people be ready when we come out of the COVID crisis. And so your business is prepared to survive and prosper. And today's topic is on marketing automation, which Lori is an expert of. And the goal is, how do you jumpstart your marketing? What are some ways you can automate that to get the results you want? And we do this through a series of questions. And the first question I'm going to ask Lori, so I understand 100%, what is marketing automation, Lori?
It's a great question, Lori. It's leveraging technology to streamline, automate, and measure your marketing tasks. So what are those tasks? That could be your email marketing or creating landing pages, your lead generation. That could be segmenting your email lists or the people in your database. It gives you the opportunity to upsell or cross-sell different offerings that you provide. And a ton of measuring capabilities to make sure that you're actually generating a solid return on investment with the activities that you are doing.
Well, that's interesting. And why would a business want to consider doing that through marketing automation versus another way?
I would say, why would you not want to have some sort of efficiency in your business and your marketing? There's a lot of statistics out there that state that businesses that leverage marketing automation have a higher success rate than those that don't. Most recently, I read a statistic that said that 80% of those businesses that are using some sort of marketing automation software actually generate more leads.
Wow, that's interesting. So if I wanted to jump into the world of marketing automation, how do I get started for my business?
It's a great question. So it is going to be a time investment. I think that's the area that there's a lot of hurdles for individuals to get started, because you're building the framework that's ultimately going to create these efficiencies along, down the road. But putting in that time and energy up front is going to just pay dividends in the future, because you're getting back so much more time because all of these activities are already taking place for you. So some of the best practices is to really know who your target customer is, or that customer persona, because most of what your marketing automation is you're pushing content out there. So you're crafting messages that are connecting to a very specific individual that you're trying to get in touch with. The next tip that I'd like to share is that it's extremely important to understand that customer buying journey. I'm a big fan of Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and habit number 2 is start with the end in mind. So we know what the end goal is. Now you need to kind of work backwards and figure out what are all the steps that they need to take in order for them to achieve that goal. And once you map out that workflow and create some sort of efficiencies and automations, it's going to make it a lot easier for that customer to go through that process with you. The third thing that's really important is to make sure that you're capturing the right pieces of information. I see a lot of websites that have these mega web forms that they want all these questions answered right away, and that's actually a turn off. The less fields you have, the higher the conversion rate of someone filling out those forms. So depending where that individual, that target customer is on that buying journey, figure out what pieces of information you need to collect in order to just maintain communication and help them push them along further. So early stage, you typically only need an email address or a phone number if your intention is to make a phone call, where later on in that buying process, they're likely going to need to supply some additional insights to you.
Interesting. I want to do a little sidebar. Starting at the end and working backwards is one of the most powerful strategies you could do in many businesses' processes, and most people neglect to do that. They want to get started jumping forward, but starting at the end product is the key to success. So how do I choose the right marketing automation solutions to do what you're talking about?
Well, there's so many platforms out there. There's so many, there's new ones coming out every day. There's some that have been around for quite some time. And really what you need to figure out are, what are the goals that you are trying to achieve, and then identify the platform that aligns closely to your business goals. And that's the best solution that I can provide to you. I mean, there's some that there's free or freemiums where you get, a little bit of that marketing automation, and then you can pay, thousands of dollars a month, depending on what exactly you're trying to achieve.
So what platform do you use at Keystone Click, for example?
Sure. So we've worked with a number of platforms over the years, including Zoho and HubSpot. Right now, we are a partner with SharpSpring. So we've onboarded and helped set up the initial install of SharpSpring, and then help with the maximizing the efficiencies within the tool, such as the email automations, the landing pages, all of those really great resources.
Okay. And what final tips would you share with our audience to make this process successful of doing marketing automation?
Sure. So if this is going to be your first time jumping into a marketing automation platform, I highly recommend being patient because it does take time. There are a lot of things to learn. And if you can partner with someone or align yourself with someone who has experience with this platform, or at least using some sort of automation tool, it's gonna alleviate some of that pain that you have. But it's definitely worth it in the end if it's done right. So finding someone to align yourself with and walk through it is going to be a lot easier than trying to figure it out on your own.
Those are great words of advice. And this wraps up our Lunch and Learn with Lori and Lori for today. And next week we'll have another episode. And I would tell everyone, if you find these useful, please share them on LinkedIn and like them and make comments. If you have ideas for one you'd like to see, please let us know. Thanks again, everyone. Have a great day.
Yep. Have a great day.